Like I said, at first, I didn't even believe this. Why do we got to put masks on and gloves on? This is ridiculous. That's what I thought at first, but it's not. I don't want anybody out here to have the same experience that I saw out there. And there's certain ways you can do it. People tell you to put gloves on and they tell you to put masks on, but there's certain things they don't tell you. I talked to the CDC guy who was in charge of the Ebola outbreak, and what they couldn't understand at first is why are medical people getting ill when they're using full PPE? And then when they videotaped them, what they realized is the average nurse touches her face 25 times in a shift. Oh my gosh, there it is. So two things I want to say to begin with. Don't touch your face. Now I can say that to you, but you're still going to do it. But there's things we can do to decrease that risk. And two is wash your hands. Soap and water for 20 to 30 seconds is very effective of killing this virus, and so is a hand sanitizer. So, mask. You have three types of mask. You have what's called the N95. We've all heard about that. We have the regular surgical mask, and we have the homemade mask, which you can go on YouTube. You can find out how to make this. This was made by my daughter-in-law, in a very short time. All of them will help you, but what's the difference between these masks? There's three ways you get this virus. One is by droplet, like we're talking right now, and that's why we are standing 6 feet away from each other, because droplets drop quickly. They're large particles. The other is aerosol. If I was sneezing or coughing right now, that can go 15 feet. The third way that you get it is fomites. That means somebody touches here and I touch it. It's not going to get me through my fingers. It's only going to get me if I put my fingers to my face. That's where it gets me. This mask protects you from all of them, as long as you remember one thing. The outside of the mask, if you wear it and go to the grocery store or whatever, it's dirty. Because what's the purpose of the mask? It's to stop the virus from getting in. Well, where's it stopped at? It's stopped right here. And so you have it like this and you go in your car, all right, let's take it off. What have you just done? Now it's on your fingers, and I promise you, as much as you try, you will touch your nose or your eye or your mouth in the next hour, and then it's done you no good. So how we put this on, if you have a clean mask, how you put it on, you cup it, the N95, you take the first strap, put it to the top of your head, the bottom strap goes to your neck. Okay, adjust it. Down to your chin, pinch your nose. Now I'm good. Okay, I'm pretty protected. So I go to the grocery store and I'm going, I'll buy this. And I come back out. Now, what am I going to do with this mask? What do I keep it on? When you take it off, there's a couple different ways. When you take it off, never do this. Grab the straps. Boom. And remember the clean side. You put it down to the dirty side. This is the clean side. So when you put it back on, there's two ways to put it back on. One is you put gloves on. If you put gloves on, you can grab it here and then put it on like this, like I have gloves on. Then take the gloves, throw them away, hand sanitize. Now you're back on. Now here's another way that I was watching. You learn more stuff on YouTube, I'm telling you. Here's another way to take it off and put it on. You know what this is? I got this from Sonny's Barbecue. The old things. If you take one of these or a plastic thing like this, you put it like this when you want to take it off. You go like this. You go like this. Okay, now I've taken that mask off and not touched the front of it. So then I put it down here. Now I got to go out again 3 hours later. I grab this. Again, I put it like this. And to adjust the mask, you don't grab here and adjust it. See, it needs to go a little lower. You grab back here and adjust the mask. like that. I've not touched the front, and I've now kept the sterility of not touching where the virus is. That's how you put your mask on and how you take it off. Now, there are two other type of masks. There's a surgical mask. This is good for droplets, like we're talking. It's not great for aerosols. So a lot of people only have this, but it's okay. If someone's sneezing and stuff, get away from them. But if you're just going somewhere and they're talking, this will help you. Again, the same principle, never touch the front. This is what you're touching. You put it, when you first put it on, before it's contaminated, you fit it and stuff like that. So I go to the store, I come home, I take it off. Now, I don't want to lay it down with the clean side. I want to lay it down with the dirty side in an area that you keep clean. And when I want to put it back on, you grab the straps and you do like that. Never touch the front. And you're protected from droplets. And another good thing it does, in case I do like this and want to itch my nose, it's not going to get into it. So that's the other thing. The third type of mask are homemade masks. And these are as good as the surgical mask. And you can go on YouTube and find out how to make this. You know, there's a lot of good ways. And there's kind of one principle is how good is that at filtering things? A good principle is if you take a couple t-shirts, even if that's what you use, hold it up to the light. See how much light you can see through it. The less light you can see and still breathe through it is the better. If it comes straight through, then it means it has wide pores. If it's really dim, then that means it's pretty good tight pores, but make sure you can breathe because you got to do that. Okay, and those are the masks. And what about the gloves? And remember I said the third way of getting this is fomites, is this virus can live on cardboard or from 24 to 48 hours. It can live on stainless steel or plastic from 3 to 5 days. So I went to Publix the other day, and I'm pushing the cart with a plastic handle, and I go, oh my gosh, who else has touched this cart? Because whoever else did, I'm just exposed to that. So that's why we use gloves. So if you can get these, put your gloves on. Now, putting them on is easier. You know, they used to make powder for these gloves, but now they don't anymore, so they go on a little bit more difficult. But still, you can get them on. Before you go out, you put your gloves on. The important thing isn't so much how to put them on, because these aren't really reusable. These are one-time use, you know, if you can get them again. Or you can get those, what my wife uses to clean up, like the bathroom, those plastic long gloves. You can use those the same way. I'm going to teach you how to take them off. If you use the ones that are reusable, you get a Clorox solution of 1/6 Clorox and then 5/6 water. You soak them in there for 30 minutes, and they're fine, and you can reuse them after you dry them. So anyway, so I'm there, and I go shopping and stuff like this. Now I want to take this off. Remember, my hands are dirty. The outsides, you have to think this. The outsides are dirty. The insides are clean. So when I take the first one off, I just pinch it, roll it down inside out, and grab it like this. Now, how am I going to get this one off because it's all dirty? I'm going to go to the clean part, inside. Flip it, just like that. Now it's turned inside out. Throw it away, and what do? Clean my hands. Clean your hands. That's how you can stay safe with a mask and with gloves. If you don't do it properly, there's no use using either one of them. You don't want to contaminate yourself. We're all going to get through this. This is just something we got to do right now, and if we do it properly, we'll get through it.